I'm holding the camera for this intro, so I only have to worry about one hand and footage doesn't look like this.
Right. If you have spared my but that's series, hopefully very much absolute. You who are appreciated, please feel free comment.
Episode 8. Somehow we've got here. There's more to come, much more to come, but focusing on today's episode, hopefully it is the best one yet. This is the last opportunity for us to display the improvements that we've made over the course of this series. We are back at social basketball for the final time. I think this one's pretty class, but you're gonna have to watch to find out. Enjoy. Right, you dirty dogs. The shot clock buzzer has gone, we move into game 1, and somehow we're already losing. What the fuck? We move back down the floor into a big juicy miss, which gives me the opportunity to work on some defense early on. They come back with a nice quick bucket, but our elite ball dominating defense causes this lad to literally remove his hat and lock the fuck in. I get scored on, lovely, which gives my teammate, who you might recognise in episode 6, a chance to fuck off an early opportunity for us. Now, this is only about 3 minutes into game 1, but somehow I managed to already jam my finger. Vision is poor and the angle isn't very good, but you can see my initial discomfort. And this puts me off just enough to look like a fat fuck on defense, and they increase their lead. But moving on, here I become a prime Sergio Busquets. And yes, I'm definitely counting that as an assist. I've learned from my last encounter with this lad, and I do get the stop second time round, leading to a lovely little bucket for the boys. Love that. Now here, an attempt at a steal turns into an intimate moment with the opposition, but unfortunately the romance is short and brief, and I do lose the ball immediately afterwards, leading to a quick layup from the opposition. Working hard to get back on defense here and slow down the ball, but unfortunately they do get a nice little pass, which leads to the winning bucket, unfortunately, and we are down 0-1. After the game, as the adrenaline starts to leave my body, you can see that my dodgy finger from earlier is starting to cause me a little bit of discomfort. And at this moment, I'm just hoping that it's not going to cause me too many problems as we go into game 2, 3 and 4. But enough whinging, on to game 2, we start again with another shit start, but they ruin this lovely opportunity that they create for themselves, and we capitalise with 2 quick buckets down the other end. Casually scaring off the competition, light work, which remarkably leads to a block. I swear to God, I got a finger on this, on my life. That's going to look lovely on the stats sheet. I follow this up by missing a ridiculously easy layup. Literally fucking how. For some reason I am feeling confident, but I am quickly humbled with yet another air ball. A couple of made shots and the score reaches 5-all. Our romantic encounter from earlier clearly wasn't enough for me as I follow this man across the court, but who gives a fuck, because I finally scored, but it's a fucking travel, so I'll just go and fuck myself then. They come back down the other end and make the final basket, which means I'm now 0-2 in my first 2 games of the season finale. But my romance with Bro is blossoming, so I can't stay too mad. The videographer is definitely getting fired for this one, but I have very few highlights from game 3 anyway, except for this air ball, me laughing at another man's air ball like a fucking hypocrite, and then a beautiful move where I use a skill that I practiced earlier in about episode 4 to get an assist, cutting to the basket. Who would have thought? A little bit of sexy defense from me holding this man off, but unfortunately they do get the basket and they finish off the game. I actually look very comfortable as I'm keeping warm between games. You know, my shot looks strong, my dribbling looks very fluid, but it is very hard to translate that to a real game scenario. Now this game has some real fucking plot to it, starting off with a bucket from this man who has a real big role in this storyline. Offensive side of things is looking rough already, with a brick from me, but it does lead to a rebound, which we do get a point from. My defensive awareness is shown here as I'm able to hold up the game and slow down the ball really well, but unfortunately they do take advantage of our poor transition defense and they get the quick bucket. Still absolutely useless with the ball in my hands, but I think my understanding of defensive positioning from playing football throughout my childhood helps me to get on the right side of the defender and slow the ball down and get a quick stop. Huge defense from me, stopping this lad in his tracks and forcing the steal from my teammate. Love that, but they still managed to score. Now they try and shut the fucking gym 15 minutes early before our practice ends, but me and the boys are having absolutely none of that and we quickly get back to business. Fucking hell, but my defensive presence alone is helping us keep the opposition away from our basket. And I'm absolutely counting this as an assist, I don't give a fuck.
Sure, boss.
Another basket again for the boys, then this man steals the ball from his own teammate to get a bucket. I don't fucking know. Then he scores again, so good for him. Watching an air ball in real time is so funny, honest to God. We do make the basket, but they come back quickly with one of their own. I think that body mass and strength play a huge part in defense, because players are just really struggling to get past me and their only real option is just to shoot. Again, a strong base and they struggled to get past me. Quick turnover there, we love that. Thank you for that one, mate. I kept getting matchups against this same guy. It was so much fun, and honestly, I felt like I was getting the better of him. No luck for us there offensively, but as the man is driving down the lane, trying to get towards the hoop, I pick up a sexy little steal. Yes, love that. One more for the stat sheet. The opposition set a screen, and I'm switched onto my man again. Once again, I'm keeping him away from the basket. Just walking him down because he's a real threat around the basket, but I was pretty confident that he wouldn't be able to shoot over me. And he begins to get frustrated, which leads to a little turnover. Yes, we love that. Let's go. Big bucket from my teammate, and it is almost a tight game. Now, if you've played basketball before, you know that saying "I got ball" shows that you're confident enough to guard a defender. So clearly I'm feeling big for my boots. But he passed it away, pure defensive aura. Looking very strong, and I don't think I committed a foul here, but I kept him away from the basket again. We get a little basket at the other end, and we're back to a tie game, but he does get one back on me with a lovely little Euro step. Bish bosh.
They're not like us. They're not like us. They're not like us.
I'll play that one again.
They're not like us. They're not like us. They're not like us.
He starts singing "They Not Like Us" to me. Like, alright mate, calm down. You scored 1 out of your last 6 attempts against me. I'm starting to feel even more comfortable slowing the game down and getting in the way, and it does lead to a stop, but we can't keep them out for long, and they do come back and get the bucket soon enough. We pick up a nice steal there, we're coming down the lane, moving fast, and I'm somehow flying through the air. Not sure what's happened there, definitely my fault. Our ball is sent absolutely flying into the air, safe hands from the man himself. Coming into the lane, little pass, little bucket, beautiful. They extend their lead and he is back for more. He's coming straight at me. Honestly, planting your feet, staying strong, getting in the way. Look, I'm making crazy defensive progress and keeping this man out of the post area. I do want to give this man a shout out though, because honestly, I learned more about competitive basketball in 15 minutes against him than probably the rest of the entire series. Bringing intensity, defensive nuances like keeping a strong base and timing. And I just thoroughly enjoyed the matchup. So honestly, big love to him. He brought a great intensity. Back to the session. They put themselves 1 point away from the victory. I do pick up the rebound, set us up for a shot, but we can't secure it. And they come back down the other end, and it is over. What a game. Absolutely class. I'd recommend this to absolutely anyone. Once again, I said this last time and I'll say it again. So good. Everyone was lovely. And these are the stats for the day. 0 points per game, 0.75 rebounds per game, 1 assist per game, 0.25 blocks per game, and 0.5 steals per game. Series 1 is complete. Basketball has been recorded, edited and produced. I have broken equipment, caused irreparable damage to my knees, and honestly, I would do it all again. The ongoing message from this channel will always be just to give it a fucking try. And I hope that came across during this series. If anyone's out there, try basketball, try anything, who cares? As long as it's a fucking sport. As I mentioned in the intro, we are not done. We are not done, this is just series 1. Season 2 is coming out very soon. Thank you everyone for watching, stay fucking tuned.